You know, in the tech world, brilliant ideas are born in labs all the time. But let's be real, how many of those ideas actually make it into the products we use every day? There's this huge gap, right, between the research and the reality. Well, today, we're diving into the story of an innovator who has dedicated his career to building the bridge across that exact gap, Dr. C.H. Jayaprakash. And this right here, this is his core philosophy. It's not about some lone genius tinkering away in a lab. Nope, it's all about building an ecosystem, a place where academic theory, hands-on research, and what the industry actually needs all come together. That single idea, convergence, that's the key to everything we're about to explore.
So this image really gives us the perfect metaphor for his entire career. Think about it. On one side, you've got academic research. That's the source of all the new ideas. And on the other, you have the real world, where those ideas can actually make an impact. Dr. Jayaprakash's work is that bridge, and it's constructed with collaboration and innovation. So how do you even begin to build a bridge that strong? Well, it all starts with a deep, solid foundation of expertise, one that's been forged over years and years of dedicated work and study.
And let me tell you, that foundation wasn't built overnight. This is a journey that stretches all the way from a bachelor's degree back in 2006 to a PhD nearly 2 decades later. But what's really crucial here is what was happening in between. 18 years of teaching. That combo, it's incredibly powerful. You're constantly learning new things while also figuring out the best ways to explain them to other people.
And his expertise, well, it's basically a complete toolkit for building modern technology. Let's break this down. You start with VLSI. That's all about designing super complex circuits on a tiny scale. Then you've got MEMS, which are microscopic machines and sensors. Okay, so those are your hardware building blocks. Then you add IoT, the Internet of Things, which lets all these little devices talk to each other. AI and machine learning give them the brains. And finally, robotics gives those brains and sensors a physical body to go out and do things. See? It's the whole shebang, from the tiniest component all the way up to a thinking machine.
Okay, so he's got the expertise, but what's the actual output? What are the results? Let's look at the hard numbers, the tangible pillars that really show the impact of all his research and work. First up, over 21 research publications. In the world of academia, this is how you share new knowledge. Every single paper is a new discovery, something that's been checked by other experts and then added to the global library of science for everyone else to build on.
But it doesn't just stop with sharing ideas. He also has 4 published patents. Now, this is a critical step across that bridge we've been talking about. A publication shares an idea, a patent protects an invention. It turns a concept into a real, defensible piece of tech that a company can actually build a product around.
And then you've got this multiplier effect. He's guided 8 master's theses. So this isn't just about his own work anymore. It's about training a whole new generation of engineers, basically teaching other people how to become bridge builders themselves.
And finally, 2 textbooks. This is where you scale knowledge in a massive way. A textbook doesn't just teach one class. It shapes the curriculum for thousands upon thousands of future innovators, creating a strong foundation for the entire field.
So we've seen the foundation, we've seen the pillars, but how is the bridge actually constructed day to day? What are the methods he uses to connect all these amazing resources?
Well, his model is pretty clear, and it kind of flows outward in 3 main stages. It all starts at the individual level, with direct mentorship for students and researchers. From there, it expands out to build a whole community, bringing experts together at international conferences. And finally, it scales globally, sharing that knowledge freely through textbooks, blogs, and online videos. And this isn't just some theory, you know. Take his blog, ECE Legend, for example. It's a perfect case study of this in action. By reaching almost 45,000 views, he's effectively taking all this complex information, breaking it down, and putting it into the hands of anyone in the world who's curious enough to learn. It's amazing.
So, what's next? Well, all of this really points to a bigger vision for the future. The bridge isn't some finished monument. It's a living, breathing project that needs constant work and, more than anything, more collaborators.
And honestly, this quote just sums it all up perfectly. It's not a conclusion, it's an open invitation. This is a direct call to action for anyone out there, researchers, people in the industry, students, to join in and help build things that have a real, measurable impact on the world.
So when you look at it, Dr. Jayaprakash's career really gives us a powerful blueprint for how to make progress, and it leaves us with a really critical question, not just for him, but for all of us. How are we going to build the next bridge between a brilliant idea and a better reality?